Hey, what's going on YouTube? This is your man Jason with the Power Up Review, bringing you another Stone Bro adventure. This is one of my character builds in Dark Souls, and today we are going to be going through the painted world of Ariamis? Artemis? Ariamis? Leave a correction in the comments below, why don't you? I really like this area just because it's so different. You know, there's snow and it just looks really cool. This whole area is actually optional. You really don't have to do it. The way you access this area through the painting in Orlando, but you have to first go to the back to the very first stage, the very first tutorial area. And after you go back there, you find a doll, take it back to Orlando, go to the painting, and then I'll suck you inside like you just saw. By no means are my videos tutorial videos. They're mainly just kind of like let's play and just showing you kind of things that I do and things that I play and exactly how I play Dark Souls. Now I have to get familiar with the controls again, so please be forgiving. It used to be better. Then I started playing Dragon's Dogma so much that I start using the Dragon's Dogma controls. And this guy invaded me, and I didn't. Sometimes I don't feel like messing around with it, you know what I mean? Sometimes like I don't mind. You'll see later in the video I get invaded again, and we have a duel, and it was pretty fun. But I just started filming here, and I didn't feel like messing around with this guy. I was sitting at the bonfire getting my gear ready, and he invaded. And the way to tell someone's invading you is when the bonfire just dies and it kind of kicks you out of the bonfire. So as you saw, I kind of waited on the side and he like ran past me. I was like, I can't believe it kind of worked. And then I just kind of gave him the shaft from his behind and you know, call it a day, because I just wanted to get on with the stage, you know what I mean? Other times I don't mind, you know. I think it's a cool dynamic being able to be invade. I think sometimes it's fun, but then sometimes it's just a pain in the ass, especially when you first started playing the game. Like when you first started playing Dark Souls and you're in a new area and you're just trying to survive, and then all of a sudden you got, you know, guys invading your game. You're like, man, what the heck, you know what I mean? I'm just trying to get through this area, you know, I've never been here before. It's hard enough fighting the normal enemies, so you know, the last thing you needed was to be invaded. And there was a zombie dragon that I kind of didn't feel like messing around with, you know. I just kind of wanted to get to the end and fight the boss at the end of the stage. And like these spear guys are kind of a crazy enemy, and you don't encounter them anywhere else in the game. So like if you play through and haven't came to this area, you'd never actually fight these enemies, which is kind of you know, which will kind of stink, you know what I mean? Because you want to experience the whole, you know, you want to experience the whole game. Oh no, though they're pretty easy. I mean, I'm fighting them, as you can see. I got toxic earlier, and I don't have any of the blooming purple moss. But I was kind of halfway through the area to open the door, so I just said, "Hey, screw it, man. I'm just gonna heal and go through it." I mean, I had 20 Estus flasks anyway, so I just figured, you know, I'm just gonna run through and open the door, and then I'll just go to the bonfire and just heal myself and get rid of the toxic. So I went to the bonfire, I got rid of the toxic, and now I'm heading to the area. This is the area where you fight like King Jeremiah, and he's actually a computer invader, I guess you would call him. So even if you're playing offline, you know, this person will still invade you no matter what, because it's just kind of set up that way. And that's kind of cool too, because at least you kind of experience that, you know, some source of being invaded, even if you're not playing online. And then you can always get the items and stuff from these invaders, which is pretty cool. You know, they always have some kind of special item or armor or something like that that's kind of different. So it's actually kind of worth it to fight these guys. And as you can see, like, he has like a big turban on his head. He looks like a, to me, he looks like a giant like chicken leg, or like, yeah, a chicken leg. And he's using a thorn whip. And I don't know if he even has a shield or not, but as you can see, it was pretty easy. I have to warn you too, this build, I have 3 characters, and they all have almost, I know one of them has maybe like 100 hours, 125 hours, and the other ones have like at least more than 50. So ever since the bottomless box glitch came out, what I've done is make different builds based on items. So I don't have to play through the whole game again, you know what I mean? And it actually makes it more fun for me because I can experiment with different builds without having to put in 30 hours in the game and realize that the build that I wanted to do wasn't really that much fun to play. So this Stone Bro is pretty much using the stone armor with Havel's gloves and legs and his shield. I'm not using Havel's ring because I upped his endurance, so I can carry all this stuff without Havel's ring. I'm wearing the Ring of Favor, and also I can't remember the name of the ring off the top of my head right now, but it's the one that kind of makes your stamina regenerate faster, because he's so heavy and that swinging the sword takes so much stamina from him. But a lot of the armor that he's wearing, and even with the shield, it's really like an anti-magic set. So magic that would usually kind of kick your ass doesn't really doesn't do too bad. He actually can block the majority of magic with Havel's shield. And then I'm using a +5. This is the Gwyn sword that you get from using his soul, and which is pretty cool. It's kind of underrated. I wish you could do I wish you can do enchantments to it, because it's not really enchanted. So I wish you can do. It would be cool if you can do like the Sunlight Blade enchantment to it or something like that, which would be pretty awesome. But you can't do that to this sword, which I'm kind of bummed. But like I said, it's not enchanted, so I don't know why you wouldn't be able to. But it does have a pretty cool smash attack that works against. I don't know if you've seen my previous video. You could smash the man-eating clams, or whatever you'd call them. And then also like Black Knights and like the Silver Knights, you'll actually like, smash them into the ground. So it's pretty damn cool, because usually the Black Knights kind of kick you around all over the place. So it's nice to make them eat it once in a while. And this is actually, and you guys are probably thinking I'm like a horrible Souls player, but like that back way, I usually always went through the well, and that's how I always flipped the switch. So this way I kind of went back around to the back way and realized that, wow, this is so much easier. And it kind of made me think of that organic difficulty that Namebro did a video on, that I actually did a response to. And it's like, wow, you know, another thing could be is another avenue of approach to get to from point A to point B. Maybe there's a back way that maybe might be easier, and once you discover that back way and you go that back way, it makes it easier for the player. Like that way that I just went was like so much easier than running in the little catacomb area and like trying to find out what the heck was the walls that are fake and not, and then you have all the wheel skeletons, and just a pain in the butt that I never look forward to doing. You know, it's always kind of a pain in the butt. So this way is just another thing with organic difficulty, that the way you get there can be, certain ways can be easier, which is always cool. And then it always adds, you know, I should say replay value, but you know, options. And the more options that players are presented with, the kind of more replay value a game has, or the more fun it is. So I was summoned to this guy's world, which was pretty cool. And I usually always get summoned when I don't expect it. Like I'll be in the middle of doing something. Like I just finished turning the switch, and then I got summoned. So I'm like, all right, cool. Let's do it. Where I'm at right now with the Stone Bro build, as you can see, he's a Sunlight Covenant guy, and so I do have a Gwyn Soul, and what I plan on doing now that I upped his strength, I upped his endurance. That now I'm concentrating on doing faith, so I can start throwing the sunlight spears and stuff at people. Because that's always fun, throwing lightning bolts and stuff at bad guys is always kind of fun. And then that could let me use Great Magic Barrier and stuff like that. So like that's kind of the plan of his build. He's supposed to be like a tank, but using miracles too, mainly offensively. And because he moves slow, I'll kind of give him an option because there's nothing ranged to him, so he can always use the sunlight spears and the lightning spears to kind of take out ranged enemies. And this battle's a little touchy if you don't know how to fight her. What I'll do is kind of back off and lure her to the areas with snow on it, and then you'll see her footprints on the floor, and then you can kind of see where she's at and kind of check that out. I'm surprised I didn't die here. Like I was like, holy crap! I can't believe I didn't die. And that was me kind of being foolish and not being careful. You know what I mean? Kind of taking her for granted. Granted, like on other times that I fought her, like that really has never happened. So I was like, whoa, dude, I almost died. But this helps me out a lot because then I get the souls and I could, level them up. Here I get invaded again, and as you can see, I kind of wait here for this guy. I say, all right, let's fight fair. I just finished leveling up. I think I was able to level up twice. So I said, okay, let's do it. Let's fight. I can't stand guys that use Magic Arrow. I mean, I don't know. If you can use it, go for it, I guess. Or Soul Arrow, or whatever you want to call it. But with this shield, I can block them. But, like, with this guy's build, I really enjoy, like, even, like, with the six-eyed channeler guys or whatever. Like, I could block their things. And I can block their soul arrows or whatever they want to call it. But when I fight people, as you can see, like I put the shield up and it's barely touching anything. And I love using two-handers. I'm not too fond of the flippy do ring because everybody wears it. And this isn't a character that I do. He's not built for PvP or anything like that. Stone Bro was created for PvE, mainly co-op, to help people fight bosses, and that's kind of why I made him such a tank. Like that's what he's built for. To kind of handle attacks and handle onslaughts, waiting for an opening to use his big sword. I just wanted to shoot him with the lightning spear there. I was like, oh, I just leveled it up so I could use it. So I said, I'm gonna shoot these guys with some lightning spear. Once I'm able to do his get his lightning spears and stuff and use the great lightning spear and get his faith up, then I'm gonna focus on his vitality. As I'm only at 22, everything was focused on strength and endurance. So I figured I'd start doing the faith now, so at least I can use some kind of lightning spears. You know, at least I can use the great lightning spear and, you know, great magic barrier and that stuff. And once I get the enchantment, the sunlight blade enchantment from killing Gwendolyn, then I'll probably maybe switch my sword to something that I can actually use that with. And when I originally created him, I had him wearing the Solaire top. So he was like had the Solaire top and then the stone armor. But he kind of looked weird. I don't know what's up with the Solaire's armor, but it makes everybody look fat.
One of us thou art not. If thou hast misstepped into this world, plunge down from the plank and hurry home. If thou seekest I, thine desires shall be requited not. Thou must returneth whence thou came. This land is peaceful, its inhabitants kind, but thou dost not belong. I beg of thee, plunge down from the plank and hurry home.
I didn't get what she mean by their inhabitants are peaceful. I'm like, who are you talking about? As soon as I came in here, everybody tried to kill me. I know that you can get a dagger from her tail and stuff like that, but I already got it. So this playthrough and with Stonebro, I'm not worried about picking up too much items because I pretty much got everything already. So I'm luring her to the snow to see her footprints. She got some big ass honking feet. I'm not sure what makes her appear. Like, I've heard that guys have fought her and she hasn't even appeared. Like, she stays invisible the whole time. I think you might have to, like, do maybe so much amount of damage to her, maybe, at one time, and then she'll show up or something. But I never had a problem with her not appearing. Usually I hit her a couple times and she'd show up. Yeah. And then here to the left, right before you run off, like I almost forgot it. Like the first time that I played through, I forgot. Like after I beat King Jeremiah, his stuff's right here to the left. So don't forget, because I had to run through the whole thing again to get it. And then, you know, so don't forget that stuff. So this is Jason, Part Review, guys. Thanks for watching. Keep tuned for more Dark Souls videos. And if you like what you see, hit the subscribe button. Take it easy.